Hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. How you doing?
What's going on?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty awesome. Got back from Saba. Did a live aboard with Explorer Ventures, the last Scuba Radio scuba cruise, and just had an amazing time. But and we're going to talk about that because I really didn't have the opportunity to say "suck it, loser" enough to you while I was away. So I'm going to make up for that today. CJ, you're ready, right?
Yeah.
All right, you have no choice, my friend.
I'm trying not to say what I want to say.
What? Because you don't want us kicked off the air? Is that what?
No, that's
going?
not it.
That's not it. Wait, you want to say something else, do you? Well, you just keep those dirty thoughts to yourself, young man.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but we're going to share some afterthoughts on our trip around Saba and St. Kitts. After doing a week of diving with Explorer Ventures, we got that coming up. But the big news today is that it's International Women's Day. And in honor of International Women's Day, we brought on Barry, Jerry, and Casey, the most feminine-leaning members of a Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. Well, I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Is that right? Do I got that right, CJ?
I'm not touching that.
What, Bubble Boy's immune because he carries a badge? What?
Yes, he works for the government or something. So I don't want to.
We can't talk about it.
Right.
Right.
Oh, but we do have
Super secret spy stuff.
Hurricane Kristen with us to represent the real ladies of Scuba Radio, and she's with us today. I think. I don't know. She's looking down like, oh, why did I do this? But you can see her on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. The only member of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad worth looking at. And I mean that as a total derogatory statement to the rest of you guys.
Screw you, man.
What are you?
We love you too, Greg.
Yes, okay.
What a dick.
All right. But happy International Women's Day, Kristen. I mean, at least we got that much, right? Are you happy? Are you celebrating accordingly or what? What do you think?
No, I've just been cleaning my house all day.
Oh, well, okay. That's one way to. Well, that's not really a great way to say.
How's that
a
international?
cigar?
Wait, say that. Wait, Casey, what, you're smoking a cigar?
I offered her a cigar for International Women's Day.
That's inappropriate.
Least I can do.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, Kristen actually is very accomplished. She's working down in the Florida Keys. She's basically a first mate on a boat now.
I am a first mate on a boat.
Yeah, she's not she is. And she's working, has boat skills that none of us have already. She's excelled in that. What do you mean, Barry? Yeah, you got your own boat.
That wasn't Barry. Barry didn't say a word except
that was me.
That was it. What do you mean, Casey? What do you
dipstick?
We've all worked on the boats.
Well, not like this. I mean, that's a pretty great accomplishment. Well, you don't think so? I mean, she's working. No,
she's working on a boat in the Keys.
Yeah, she's
International Women's Day.
Yes, work with me here, will you?
Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry.
I mean, no, she's working for a company.
Honorable.
She's putting people's lives in her hands and taking on that responsibility. And so far, so good. It's been good. It's a good gig, right, Kristen? You like it?
Yeah, I really like it.
And she's working towards her captain's license on top of the fact that, she's an avid diver. And we spent some quality time diving in Saba in St. Kitts. She had a good time. You had a good time, right? I'm not putting words in your mouth, am I, Kristen? What do you think?
No, I had a great time. It was great.
Yeah.
Diving with everyone. It's the first time I've been like actually diving with Brittany. And
Yes.
so that was cool.
Well, and Brittany and Serena, who were also on the boat with us last week in Saba and St. Kitts, they're actually diving today, making the rest of us dudes look like losers. They're already at the festivities there for Vintage Dive Days at Jules Undersea Lodge with the History of Diving Museum. And we're going to check in with Lisa from that establishment a little bit later on. But hopefully we're going to hear from Brittany and Serena because they're there today basically breathing off a double hose regulator. Have you ever wanted to do that, CJ? Like the old classic
Yeah, I'd like to.
sea hunt kind of
Sure,
thing?
I'd try that.
Mike Nelson.
They actually breathe real easy. They're
Do
very
they?
nice.
Yeah. I mean, is that the kind of gear you use still? Casey?
No, I've updated my gear, but I did have several of those rebuilt when I had my store and would use them just to amaze my students every once in a while.
Right.
Greg,
Okay.
are those the ones that look like the big vacuum cleaner hoses?
Yeah,
They're
they
really big
that's-
diameter.
it's like looks like rebreathers.
Walt has one at his house.
Yeah. So I've never
He uses it as a bong.
No, I don't think that's accurate.
Just 50 cents worth of bar information gets you a drink.
Well,
In an underwater fight, it was always the left hose got cut.
was it? Okay,
Yes.
well, I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to go down and breathe off one of those things. And who knows? They might even throw me in the Mark V helmet. They're having a demonstration there, and Brittany and
Will
Serena.
it fit over your head, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it? What are you trying to say?
Kind of an ego.
It'll never fit.
No.
He's
CJ,
he
you know,
thinks
you
he's
could
a
always
genius.
step.
Yeah.
You could always step on his supply hose.
All right. Well, regardless,
I would, but I'm not going to be able to make it
we
down.
can't talk about you guys anyway, other than saying "suck it, losers." You weren't in Saba and
How
St.
can
Kitts
we
last
be
week.
losers when we're on Scuba
Because
Radio?
it's International
But
Women's
we're on
Day.
Scuba Radio, so you can't be a loser if you're on Scuba Radio.
Well,
Otherwise, it would be a loser show.
well, it's International Women's Day, so we're going to spotlight the women of Scuba Radio today.
Like Greg.
Le-
Look at that
Barry, that's not
feminine shirt
appropriate.
you're wearing.
What about it?
It's very
It's
ladylike.
festive. That's
Do they make
Oh,
that
okay.
in men's styles too?
Oh, you guys,
I
somebody's
think I
jelly.
had something like that for a dust rag once.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, let's see. By the way, I have some voicemails here. I haven't heard from Tank in a while, but I got a voicemail from Tank.
Oh,
Should we play this?
don't know.
Yeah.
You know better.
Well,
won't
He's a
be good.
mess.
well, let's see. I was out last week. So let's see what he has to say.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
in honor of International Women's Day, I got a joke for you.
Okay.
For Scuba Radio.
Right?
Where's a menstruating lady diver's favorite place to dive?
What?
The Red Sea.
Ah.
Thank you
Are
very
you
much,
kidding
guys.
me?
Try the buffet. Oh, hell yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
what the hell is that?
Bow,
That
bow.
might get us kicked off.
Bow, bow.
What?
Wow.
What just happened?
I told you not to play
You
it.
did.
The hell was that?
I don't know what the heck that was.
That's not right.
Oof. Has he ever got anything right?
I would just cut that out of the
I mean, there's
podcast.
some more. There's some more voicemails.
No,
from
no.
him.
Do not play
Okay.
it.
All right. I'm not
Well, I
going to
know
play
what
it.
Greg's favorite place to dive is.
Yeah.
Lake
Yeah.
Titicaca.
The Yellow Sea.
I
Ah.
thought it was Lake Titicaca.
Well,
That too.
inappropriate. I mean, you guys got to raise your game here. It's International
Oh,
Women's
it's
Day.
too late for that.
Jeez. I don't know. I don't
Can
know
you
what
tell
to
me
do.
to be nice?
Okay, I'm telling you. Are you going to be nice, Jerry?
I'm always nice. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay. Well, how are you celebrating International Women's Day then?
I'm drinking.
Okay, that's like every other day. That's not anything special. Come on.
No, he's drinking with his pinky up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
There.
we have a lot of
Cup.
ladies that are associated with the show that have contributed quite well to Scuba Radio and to the industry. We're going to focus on them, give you a little bit more of their backstory on the show today, and of course, we're going to talk about our liveaboard trip and dive in some classic vintage gear. That's coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Bula. You'll hear that a lot when you visit Fiji.
It's more than a greeting. It's the spirit of this friendly country. With 333 islands, white sand beaches, and year-round tropical warmth, it's hard not to feel happy at this exceptional dive destination known as the soft coral capital of the world. Fiji Airways has a modern fleet of aircraft to take you to Fiji in style and at great prices. Contact your travel agent now or go to FijiAirways.com and plan your Fijian dive adventure. That's FijiAirways.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, this is Donna from the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism. You are listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Have you ever seen this guy dance to the Junkanoo music? Unfortunately, you can't unsee it. Luckily for you, it is radio. So count your blessings and keep listening to Greg the Dive Master and the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. All right, so it's International Women's Day, and ideally what we're going to do is kind of spotlight some of the accomplishments of the ladies that contribute to Scuba Radio, have been over the years, and I mean, they do a fine job, and we want to represent them accordingly. And, of course, they're doing better than all the guys today because, well, basically, they're diving and we're not. With the exception of Kristen, I mean, Serena and Brittany are they're over at Jules Undersea Lodge as we speak, participating in Vintage Dive Days, which basically they're taking a double hose regulator, one of those old Mike Nelson reg systems, and maybe even a Mark V helmet, and putting it on, getting a photo op, that kind of thing. And I think we've just connected with the Aqua Gypsy right now, Brittany. I see her up there on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Brittany, come in. How are you? Happy International Women's Diving Day. Or, well, happy International Day. It's not even International Women's Dive Day. It's International Women's Day.
There you go.
Yes.
I knew you'd get it eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
I believed in you.
Brittany, how are you? What do you
Good.
think?
He's not wrong because that is in July is National Women's Divers Day.
Yes. Right. And we don't really care. We just care about today is all women. We're celebrating all women, but kind of zeroing in on our Scuba Radio ladies today. And then there's Barry and Jerry and Casey. So do they count? Are they allowed to
I don't
celebrate
think they're
too?
technically women.
Well, I don't know. Do we want to discriminate against them, Brittany, or what do you think? Are you willing to share the spotlight with them, or you prefer not?
They're not women.
Hell no.
Oh, hell no. Okay. Her and Tank probably, might be in sync. I don't know. But
So
where are
we
you?
went diving today.
Yeah, tell us
We
about
are
it.
we're at Jules Undersea Lodge.
Yeah.
And Greg,
Yeah.
if you're in the know, you get to dive you get to dive a different helmet. It's called a Miller 2.
Genuine
3.
draft.
A Miller 3.
Yeah.
Miller Light.
Miller
Sail House.
Miller Dun 3. Yeah.
Wait,
Serena
a Miller
knows.
dung?
Miller?
Did she say dung?
Miller. Okay,
Dung
let's
helmet.
for Women's Day, let's keep the poop to a minimum.
Okay, I know it's
Wait,
difficult
it's
for
perfect
us.
for Greg's head, though.
Yeah, that's hilarious,
It is
Barry.
a Miller
Damn
Dun
you.
3, and we got to dive with the double hose regulator like we were Mike Nelson, baby.
Yeah?
Woo.
Was it kind of
Mhm.
cool,
He's
or
not a
what do you
woman.
think?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it was very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were Zale Perry.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Zale
Well,
Perry.
Casey says that they were easier to breathe out of. What did you think?
Yeah. What do you think? Did it feel good?
No, I
No,
did
not
not
so
think that it was
much.
easier to breathe out.
Yeah, I have heard that they're not exactly the best regs
Did
out
they
on the
taste
market.
like copper?
Nope, they didn't taste like copper.
You got air.
but-
That's all you needed, right? Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, there's Serena. I see her now.
Did you
All right.
get into an underwater knife fight and cut the left hose?
Yeah, left hose is evidently the
Okay.
first hose you're supposed to cut if you're taking out your dive buddy on
It's
one of
the
those.
Okay,
exhaust
so
side.
All right, Serena says.
I learned a fun fact about this.
Yeah.
I asked him, I was like, the left hose, and he said it won't free flow if you cut the left hose. I was like, wait, so if you're being nefarious, you're going to want to cut the right hose. He said, yes, left hose is just for the movies. But if you're trying to take him out, it would be the right hose.
That's right.
Ah,
That means
okay.
bad
The
intent,
left,
Jerry.
the left is just the exhaust.
Yes.
All right, so that's a
We learned
Hollywood
so much.
secret.
Well,
There
they
you
didn't
go.
want to kill Mike Nelson, okay?
What?
No.
What
Wait a
fun
minute.
is that?
So wait. Let me understand how this thing works. So your intake was the right hose, and then it
Yeah.
didn't
That's right.
exhaust right at your mouth. It
Yeah.
actually goes back through to the back.
No,
No, it goes to the
blows
back
out
and
at
then
the
goes
first
out.
stage.
Yeah, into the back,
Okay.
and then it goes
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so you didn't
So
have
for the
bubbles in your face
movies-
either.
Yeah.
No. And it was so funny when we took photos. They were great photos because we didn't have to worry about any bubbles coming up in our face.
Yes, which is important when you're trying
It
to take
sounds like
photos.
this is a better regulator than what we use now.
Okay, well,
It
maybe
wasn't as easy to breathe on, that's
No.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Did you get water in your?
a little bit of water.
The water was so murky. I'm sure we're both going to have GI issues tonight.
Yeah.
Visibility was so bad.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It was so fun.
that's kind of like a trapped waterway where they got the habitat.
Yep.
So the visit.
I've never seen Jules clear anyway.
Yeah, well, I've been there and it's clear. You can still
It's
see.
not that clear though.
Well,
It's
it can
also
be.
Maybe
You
like
see 20
10
foot,
feet
you're
down.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 feet, and you're lucky. But you really don't
Murky.
need much more than that. That kind of
No,
adds to
yeah.
the foreboding kind of
Yes.
atmosphere that when
Waiting
you're
for
down
the
there.
creature
Yeah.
to come out.
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
And did you guys
Actually,
pop
speaking
your?
of creatures,
Yeah?
we're doing the creature feature tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's a Captain Slate. You're going to do
That's
that.
right.
So you're right down the street there at
Yes.
Jules Undersea Lodge in Key Largo. So they're going to creature feature it in the morning. But did you guys get on the double hose regulator? You pop up in the habitat there at Jules Undersea Lodge, or did they not let you do that, or what? What do you think?
We didn't go
We
under
didn't
that
pop up.
moon thing, but
Yeah.
we did see, we were able to look into the lodge.
Right? Were there people in there? Are they in there playing around ordering pizza? Or is it-
I don't
No.
think so, but I did get it on video. So if they are, you might see it on OnlyFans later today.
Ah, OnlyFans. Okay. All right.
Only
well,
divers.
only divers. That's what it is. Gotcha. All right.
Only fins.
So I
fins.
can't
There you
think
go.
I can't think of a better way though to celebrate International Women's Day than to go diving like this. You guys got it down.
It was
And
so fun.
yeah,
It was
now
awesome.
I'm gonna try to catch up with them tomorrow and do some of this, and maybe Kristen's gonna pop over there as well. Who knows? And I think Dennis is gonna come over from our Just Plain Radio show. Barry the Bugger. I invited him, but he said, "Oh hell no."
No,
Aw.
I just don't think I'm going to make it. But I can tell you this: good
Yeah.
news.
What?
Seas are going to be less than 2 feet, so you're going to have some beautiful diving tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yep.
Depends
okay.
on the wind. It's been murky for days.
Yeah,
'cause of the
not to
wind.
rain on your parade, but she
Wind
thinks it's going to suck.
south winds 5 to 10 knots.
Well,
But
I hope
hey.
it's beautiful because I'm taking my my niece is coming down
Yeah.
tomorrow for her first ocean dive. She just got certified. She's 17 years old, and
Wow.
she's going to be the next generation of divers.
Look at that. See, so she's actually paying it forward for International Women's Day. Serena, one of our Scuba Radio mermaids and divers of the world. God bless her. Yeah, I mean, that's good stuff. And, you know, the thing about Jules, though, if you were to get blown out or anything, you just go to Jules. And that's one of the backup dive sites for a lot of instructors down there in the Florida Keys. So I'll be there tomorrow, 10 to 4-ish. That's when they're doing the vintage dive days. We'll talk to Lisa from the History of Diving Museum a little bit more about that. But we got more coming up. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Jackie and Peter are fun. They go to concerts. They are both getting their scuba licenses.
Don't like scuba people. I'm a dry land guy.
I know how you feel about fish people.
No, fish people are the worst, okay?
I think you should give it to me.
What?
You know, baby.
That was a party. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I agree. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. It's International Women's Day, and we've been celebrating somewhat, or at least, putting a spotlight on the ladies of Scuba Radio. I mean, we just checked in with Mermaid Serena, the Aqua Gypsy Brittany. They're both at Vintage Dive Days going on at the Jules Undersea Lodge today with the History of Diving Museum to put that together. I'm going to join them tomorrow for the event. It's 10 to 4. We'll check in with Lisa here, who's the proprietor, big kahuna there at the History of Diving Museum a little bit later on and get her thoughts on how you might want to participate if you want to join the party tomorrow. But, since it is International Women's Day, I thought it was only appropriate that we, focused on the women of Scuba Radio. And I don't know if they're willing to share the spotlight, but we have Jerry, Barry, and, actually Vinny Two Tanks with us now, and he's probably the most feminine of just about all the and I love it when I look up at the video monitor and see him nodding in agreement.
Vinny, put down the Shirley Temple.
God bless him. Yeah,
I am drinking a White Claw. And That's a female drink, so there you go.
That's what you do, I guess. That's one way to celebrate. But Kristen is with us, and I don't know. She's just she has that look on her face like she's just tolerating us today.
It's Captain Kristen to you.
Well, okay, of course. It is.
I thought it was First Mate.
It will be soon. first mate, but we're going to promote her soon.
Aspiring Captain Kristen.
Aspiring Captain. It just sounds perfect, you know.
Yeah.
Captain with a K.
She has great scars, by the way, and
Yeah, well, you
stories
need that.
associated with them as well. Yeah, she
all the
does.
bar fights she's been in, knocked out all those big burly guys.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
that's
we
true.
gotta come up with some war stories of the scuba world for her scars.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The way she's earned some of her scars is kind of lame. I must say. When you agree with me, Kristen, and we
Yeah,
got
if you call having a rivet go into your leg and having your leg glued back together lame, then sure.
Well, I mean, I think you can come up
Been
with
there,
something
done
more
that.
more noble. Yeah, no, come up with something more, like you're saving a baby seal pup from the jaws of a great white, and you caught your thigh on one of its back molars. Do they have molars? I don't know.
I could always just say I was ice skating.
You could do that, but that would be totally lame. And
It really doesn't play into scuba radio.
I think I know why Greg's laughing.
Why?
And blushing.
Yeah.
Weren't you an ice skater when you were young?
What? I don't remember that.
He
Your
was
little outfits.
A figure skater.
Yes.
Oh, he wore one of those tutu things.
No tutu. But I was on track to be a national figure skating star when I was 10 years old.
What happened? You gave up on your dreams?
No, I stabbed myself in the leg with one of the ends of my skates.
Ow.
And then they said, "Hey, you're gonna skate with a bunch of girls," and I'm like, "I'm 10 years old. I'll get cooties. I'm done."
It would be cool if you were a hockey player.
Since then.
Okay.
How come you didn't play hockey if you could skate?
Oh, I played hockey. I did, but that didn't have as much of a.
I can't see you playing hockey.
Yeah, well, I have all my teeth. Hello.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, it is Women's International Dive Day.
No, it's International Women's Day.
Well, that's right. I keep throwing in Dive Day. That's not till July.
Hey, Greg.
All right, well, hold on, Casey. I'm going to give Kristen the option here because I have more voicemails from Tank. And I don't know if I should air these after the last one was pretty hideous. But, we were on a trip in Saba, and I kind of feel that I should blow these out, Kristen. But what do you think? Should we? I'm going to let you call it.
I'm going to say no.
No, which means I'm going to play it. Okay, here we go.
Greg, it's Tank. I want to wish you and Scuba Radio a very, very happy International Women's Day.
Okay, that's
it's
good.
Today,
yeah,
according
that
to
much.
the United Nations,
Right.
which is a joke.
What?
Nonetheless, we love the ladies. Shout out to Brittany Brown.
Yeah.
Get down, Brittany Brown. And all the very, very sexy Scuba Radio mermaids.
What?
Oh, hell yeah.
Come
So
on.
in honor of International Women's Day,
Yeah.
I want to tell your Scuba Radio audience my favorite thing for our lady divers to do on a dive boat is eat a banana.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Hell yeah.
What?
Good for
Inappropriate.
ya. They're running a sale on bananas. $5 get you two, guys. $5 get you two.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
What?
Bow, bow.
What?
Boom, bow, bow.
What is that? I don't even know how he did that.
I think
Why
we're
didn't
on
he do that on the
Ferris
voicemail?
Bueller's Day Off.
That's well, I blame Kristen
That's
for
a
that
new
one,
element.
because she made me play it. So
She said not to.
what?
I told you not to also.
You did? No. Go back, rewind the tape. You guys are liars. I think that was just something you're trying to say.
Well, that's over with, thank God.
There's actually one more, but I'll save it for later, or I'll let Kristen once again call. Since it's International Women's Day, it's up to her to decide what we do on the show today. Okay, Kristen? I defer to you as our producer. Or Vinny. I mean, he'd be the other runner-up.
Maybe
the
the
most
last one
feminine.
he realizes he screwed up and apologizes.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a chance of that. What do you think, Vinny?
But I doubt it.
About what?
What? Nothing.
What are
The
we
price
talking
of
about?
tea in China.
Oh,
Okay.
Fascinating.
Yes.
I'll get that figure for you, CJ.
Okay. Well, Vinny, he joined in a little late. He was just trying to get a jump on the time change that happens tonight, I guess. But he wanted to get in, obviously, to tell all the rest of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad to suck it losers, right, Vinny?
well, I am wearing my new Saba St. Kitts Explore Adventure shirt.
Yeah.
How about that?
Don't stand up,
His
please.
cup runneth over.
We can only see him from the waist up, and we don't want to see what's below the shirt. But yeah, you're sporting a pretty nice shirt there.
I got that off the boat.
How about that? But it was a great trip, wasn't it?
Are you kidding me? It was phenomenal.
Well, are you going to take this opportunity to tell Barry, Jerry, and Casey, and Bubble Boy, and CJ to suck it, or what?
Well, I just hope they can join us sometime in the future. I'd rather say that.
That was lame.
That
nice.
was perfect, Vinny. That was a nice thing.
Thank you, Vinny.
I was with you, Vinny.
I mean, I'm sure they all want to go, but hopefully in the future they'll join us.
Yeah, but they could suck at losers. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, Vinny's a man of class.
I don't like disparaging people.
Really? Yeah.
I'm very charming. I always say really nice things, right, Greg?
Yeah. He says things when you're.
He sounds like some evil guy from a movie. It's a James Bond evil guy.
I don't know how to respond to that.
He's a charming guy, Greg.
That was a Vinny version of Suck It Greg.
Was it?
Greg, just sit back and let that sink in.
Yeah, really.
No,
CJ?
I will not. I'm going to block it out like most people would in my situation. Yes, Barry, what?
The price of tea can run anywhere from $10 to $1,000.
It's just a saying. It's just a saying.
Jeez.
Okay, I'll put my research away now.
Our fact checker.
What kind of tea was that? Earl Grey or what?
No, it just says a 500-gram tea from China is anywhere from $10 to $1,000. The most expensive teas can reach $2.8 million.
Well, this is why it's not International Men's Day.
I'm sorry I said that.
Barry is illustrating why the
That was
ladies
funny.
are way better than us.
Thank
All right,
you.
more coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hello, this is Koji. I'm a diver, originally from the land of the rising sun. But now, America, my home. You are listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
It's Godzilla!
Now, here is someone considered by many to be the Godzilla of diving. Greg the Dive Master, coming Tokyo!
Okay, this is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, otherwise known as the Godzilla of diving, according to Koji. So I'll take it.
Your breath's not that bad.
No, it's not. Not at all. All right, look, I do have one more voicemail, it looks like from Tank. And I'm looking on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch that Kristen has left the room.
Good, play it before she comes back.
Okay, all right. So let's try one more voicemail for International Women's Day. Maybe he'll get it. He'll get it right finally. Let's see.
Greg, I got one more for you.
Okay.
For Scuba Radio in honor of International Women's Day.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to go ahead and list all the achievements that women have given humanity. I've thought long and hard about this. Oh, hell yeah. And I came up with the following list of women's achievements throughout history. You ready?
I am.
Boobies.
Oh, jeez.
I'm kidding. Come on. Obviously, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Women are also really, really good at making me a sandwich.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
I am lost.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
What? I don't even know. I have no idea what the heck just happened. And thank goodness that was the last voicemail from Tank. And I don't know what to think of it, but
Wake up, Kristen. Wake up. It's over.
It's inappropriate, you know. What happened to CJ? CJ left the studio. I think he might be having some kind of attack or something.
He's having a coronary.
Okay. All right. Well, we apologized in
I'm
advance.
So offended. Yeah. That was wrong.
Oh, jeez.
How dare you?
International Women's Day. We're celebrating accordingly.
Taking it down another notch.
Please tell me there's no more.
There's no more. That was it. That was the last one. I don't think he gets the whole concept of it, though. I really don't. I think he missed the point.
He's trying to make jokes or something.
You think it was a joke?
I don't know.
That part, I didn't know what that was. I don't know what the heck was going on. Kristen, do you have any idea what that was? Or would you prefer not to comment at all? Nothing? We're not going to get squat. We're just going to get the stink eye
She's
from her.
speechless.
Okay. I don't know, Vinny, you make any sense of that? Or
Yeah, he's a very talented individual, and he has ways of entertaining you with unusual sounds.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of funny, the sound effects. I mean,
all right.
There we go.
Well, it connected with Vinny Two Tanks. I don't know what that means for the rest of the world. I have an idea, but I'll just keep those thoughts to myself, I guess, for now. Are you doing anything to celebrate International Women's Day, Vinny, yourself?
well, I didn't know it was International Women's Day, but I will say this.
Yeah? What will you
When
say?
we went diving, out of 17 people on board, 12 of them were women.
That's
which was
true.
Really, I just really shocked that we were over all the women on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all very good divers, by the way, I thought.
Very accomplished divers.
Yeah,
you know.
I was surprised how good they were. Better than me.
Well, yeah. That was bar's pretty low. No,
Yeah, but,
I'm kidding. Vinny's actually a pretty decent diver. There's some other things he could work on, but
Ain't that so?
But he's a fine diver. But yeah.
Benny is a unique individual.
Yeah. But Kristen, Serena, Brittany, we were on board. They all had a great time. But yeah, the other people on board, we had a great group of folks and some very accomplished divers that had been all around the world and that kind of thing. Now, overall, I will say, I've been on that trip like 10 plus times, and it wasn't the best of diving conditions as far as weather was. It wasn't terrible. Especially topside, it was beautiful. I mean, we had a nice breeze, sunny almost every day, but the wind had picked up a little bit and it kind of stirred things up especially around Saba. It wasn't as good as it could have been, but it was still fine, right, Benny?
It was great. It just should have been like after April. I like it when the water's really, really warm.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah. I don't think it matters.
It's that old weather saying, March blows.
No, that's...
No, it was fine. It's just that I know that if it gets more past April, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit more comfortable. I like jumping in.
I will say, I checked the water temp every dive, and we were coming in at 81.
Yeah,
and that was fine for me. Now, for Vinny, being a frail older man...
I was a little, but that's no problem. Explorer Ventures took care of me. They had a wetsuit a long wetsuit for me to wear. I was fine.
Right. I
started getting a little nippy,
nipply.
after 3 or 4 dives.
Nipply. He'd say nipply.
Yes, nipply. I started getting a little, So why be uncomfortable? They took care of me, so I'm happy.
But the water temp was perfect for me. Anything over 80,
you were fine. I was the wuss.
Well, anything over 80, I'm fine with. I mean, I didn't do much in the way of night dives, but we did one, and Kristen did one, and the water temp wasn't an issue for you either, was it, Kristen? You thought it was pretty good, right? What do you think?
I was freezing.
Oh, you were freezing too?
Thank you. Someone agrees with me.
I just stuck it out and didn't put a wetsuit on.
Oh, okay. So you didn't complain like Vinny did, is what you're saying.
I was uncomfortable, but no problem.
He's uncomfortable.
Everything worked out.
Yeah. I mean, Vinny was the only one I heard complaining about it. Now, I didn't know Kristen. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you
I
were
was the
cold.
only wimp on board. Yeah, everybody else was no problem.
Okay. Well, there you go. I don't know what to think of
I
that.
might have grabbed a wetsuit for that too.
For
Yeah,
81?
well, they gave me a wetsuit,
Yeah.
and it's not. I
Why?
mean, it wasn't an issue after I got the long suit, but in my 3 mil shorty, I was a little nippy after.
Well, Kristen,
3 or 4
were you wearing a wetsuit? I don't even remember.
No, I just had on a rash guard in my Space Fish Army dive.
Yeah,
pants.
you and her were tough guys, man. I was impressed how you guys.
Did you just call
jumped in.
Kristen a guy?
No, I meant tough people,
Oh,
tough
okay.
divers. You were tough divers. I was the wimp. I was the only one complaining.
Okay, all right.
I don't think Brittany put a wetsuit on either.
Did she?
Serena had.
Maybe.
She didn't have. She did a wetsuit for the night dive, and
Well,
that's it.
Brittany was an iron diver. She was the only one of our group that went
Yeah,
for
she did
every
all
single
27
dive.
dives. 27, baby.
Yeah, and she was dying, I will say. By the end of the week, you could see it on her face, like, I love the diving, but I'm dying, so tired. I mean, didn't she look a little worn?
It's hard to do 5 dives a day. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of dives.
There's a lot.
Yes, and if I would have done that, I probably would have been too cold. But, I was doing like 3 dives a day. I think one day maybe I did 4. I don't know. But I
Do
have
you
a
get an
system.
award or some kind of
Yeah, she got a
plaque or
certificate.
something?
She's
A
an iron
certificate
diver.
she did? Oh,
Yeah.
iron. Okay.
Yeah, Iron Diver is the award that you get if you do every dive that's available to you on one of those Explore Adventures trips. Didn't you get that once?
No.
No. Okay. Did anybody else get an Iron Diver award in our group? I guess not.
When I went, I
got the Iron Drinker Award.
I did every day
Didn't even go on a
dive.
trip.
I think I did every day dive, and I did one night dive. So if I would have done the other night dives, I would have got.
Wouldn't count. Wouldn't count.
Why?
Yeah, because you're a wuss. Yeah, just like Vinny. Just want to clarify that. Don't look at me like that.
Don't
like
give
you're
me the
surprised.
stink eye?
Kristen's the only one who can give stink eye as part of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. I thought that was, that was what we had said we established early on in the show. No,
You did? Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you take your stink eye and you put it where
Where it stinks.
Okay, hour 2 on deck. We'll try to get back on track and talk about vintage diving, among other things. Stay close.
If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters?
Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving, known as
The Douche.
No, that's not right. It's the Deuce. It's the Deuce. It's Women's International Day. Come on, International
The
Women's
Douche.
Day. Jeez, I swear, CJ.
Shouldn't
Scott
swear.
Is that
Johnson.
wrong?
Yes, it's the Deuce.
That's what I said.
I don't think that's what you said.
The Douche.
Hell yeah.
What the hell was that, Casey? Okay, inappropriate. All right, I thought we had the folks on from Women's Dive.
They were here
Vintage.
for a minute, and I think they dropped.
They heard
dropped.
the show and
They wised up. Okay. Well, we're hoping to connect with Lisa from the History of Diving Museum, who are the ones behind the Vintage Dive Day event going on at Jules Undersea Lodge in Key Largo. And by the way, if you're not familiar with that facility, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
is that because you're vintage?
No. Very,
No,
very
he's just antique.
sad excuse of comedic comment there, my friend. That's
I don't.
inappropriate.
I don't.
Just
Vinny?
because I told you to suck it, loser, because we were in Saba and St. Kitts last week, that did not give you permission to go there.
I don't need permission.
Okay, I think
This
you
is
do.
my
I
chance
think
to
you do.
fly.
Wrong. So anyway, Vintage Dive Days, and they're doing these double hose regulators, and you go down and try it and do like what Mike Nelson did on Sea Hunt back in the day,
hose.
and or you could do you could do the Mark V helmet, or I don't know. Brittany said it was something else, like a Mark III or something. I don't
Twice
know.
the hose.
What do you mean twice the hose? Like I've done double hose, but it was a rebreather. You know, it's kind of odd. You know, back in the day, they had the double hose regulator that everybody used back in the day, and then we went to open circuit scuba, and now rebreathers have the two hoses and that kind of thing. And I've done that, but I've never done this old classic Mike Nelson thing. So that's what they're doing. They're giving people the opportunity to try that and mark it off the list. And yeah, and I'm going to participate. And if you want to do it, you can
Make sure you get a picture.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I want to see that.
But they, they got the whole Scooby-Doo set up with the Mark V. The Scooby-Doo dive monster guy. I don't know if the face mask glows neon green like it does on Scooby-Doo, but maybe you can do that in Photoshop.
There you go.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But they have that going on, and let's see. Do we have Lisa on now? Lisa, you with us? Come in, Lisa, from the History of Diving Museum. Yes. Okay. Are you there at Jules right now, Lisa, or what are you doing? What can you tell us?
I am at Jules. We just wrapped up Vintage Dive Day number 1.
Right.
A bunch of people in the water.
Yep. They were down there. You had Brittany. You had
and then she's gone.
Serena. Oh, they're having
I
some
think it's
connection
appropriate
issues.
that they're going to have Greg down there for day number 2.
What do you mean? You mean like the deuce?
The douche.
No, that's not right.
Because you're number 2.
No, I don't think that's why we did it. We had to do the show today. I had to be here for, the millions that avoid us
Are
every
you counting
week.
bacteria?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
You got to count every single thing. Okay, let's see.
living thing.
Do we got Lisa back? And they're having a connection issue there in Key Largo, I think. But Lisa, can you hear me? Come in, Lisa. What do you think?
I can.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right.
So today at noon, can you hear me?
Yes, we got you. Go.
At noon today, we had the Mark V hard hat helmet demonstration. It was absolutely phenomenal. We went through the history of the Mark V and the pumps and the air and.
Love it. Yeah. Did it?
It's gone.
Did the helmet?
She's gone.
Oh, she's gone. Okay. Well, quit scaring her away, Jerry.
Say hello to
Jeez.
Rachel.
It ain't me.
I don't think the
Rachel's
signal's
here. Say
making
hello
it.
to her.
Signal's not making it through the helmet.
Yeah,
She's
that
got to
may
take
be-
the helmet off.
That might be what's going on. I don't know. Here's the bottom line. You can go
Here
to
she is again.
divingmuseum.com You can go there, and I bet they have some information about it there. But also Jules Undersea Lodge, and if you want to join the party tomorrow, it's happening from 10 to 4, I believe, and I'm planning to hang out there for at least a good portion of the day tomorrow. Are you back with us, Lisa? I see your logo. What do you think?
I am. I turned my video off because it might be draining it. And
Right.
I can just tell you that we had a bunch of people in the water today. It was really fun. Everyone really enjoyed watching the Mark V diver get in. And we had the open bottom diving hoods get in.
Yep.
And we had a lot of people come through with the double hose regulator. So it was just a great day. It's a beautiful day in the Florida Keys.
All right. Well, I have no doubt about it. I'll let you get back to it because, yeah, we're having a little connection issue there, Lisa. But we'll talk to you tomorrow and then follow up with it on the show next Saturday. That sound like a plan? What do you think? Yeah? And she gone. So
She agrees.
yeah, but that's fine. Yeah, that she might be in a little bit of a dead zone, but it's right there in Key Largo. It's real close to where Captain Slate does his thing. Brittany and Serena are planning to do the creature feature with Captain Slate tomorrow morning. He usually does that. I believe it's on Fridays and Sunday mornings, and so they're going to do the Sunday morning with Slate, and then come over and hang at the Vintage Dive Day there at Jules. And I'm pop in the water, get a photo op, try out the double hose regulator kind of thing. And that's what you do. And you learn about the gear, too. So it's kind of a nice encounter for sure. And it's something that's been on my list for some time. And they do this like once a quarter. But we'll get all the lowdown for you next week on the show, because what I'm going to do is probably end up recording a little bit of the show for next Saturday at Jules Undersea Lodge with Lisa and the gang from the History of Diving Museum. So I'll bring everybody up to speed next week. And once again, if you want more information, go to divingmuseum.org is for the museum, or just Google Jules Undersea Lodge there in Key Largo and look up Vintage Dive Days. And you can join the party this weekend, or you can look at another event. Hey, it is International Women's Day. And not only do we got Barry, Jerry, Vinny, and Casey to represent, we actually have real women that have accomplished something. Not wannabes like that troubled group. We got Mermaid Kristen, and we even have Mermaid Rachel has joined us. I don't know, Rachel, are you in?
Hi, everybody.
How you doing? Are you in Vegas right now, or where are you traveling the world?
Well, actually, I am back in Washington State. I'm out on the Olympic Peninsula for just a few more days, and then I'm headed back to Las Vegas to go work some more for O.
Yeah.
And so I'm bouncing back and forth between being out in nature and being a feral human, and then going out to the city and working as a diver.
Yes. Did we mention she's like the International Women's Diver of the Year kind of thing, or runner-up, right? Miss Scuba.
Yeah. So I received first runner-up for Miss Scuba International. That was an international competition held in Borneo. So Malaysian Borneo, there were 18 contestants, and I received first runner-up.
Yeah. So obviously she hadn't done anything with her life. And we're going to go a little deeper with her, talk a little bit more about her background, working with Cirque du Soleil. And maybe even talk more with Kristen. It's International Women's Day. You got to do it, right? More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
How, when, and where it's made has never been more important than now. Just ask all those divers and dive shops that struggled to get products and parts during the pandemic. One relatively new gear manufacturer, however, managed quite well. Nex is one of the few, if not only, dive gear manufacturers to bring regulator and design assembly back to the USA. No shortages during the pandemic for their customers and dealers. And get this, Nex was a Tester's Choice winner in Scuba Lab for 2022 and a Best Buy in 2023. Each Next regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead and allowing you to get exactly what you need for the kind of diving you prefer. This will be the last regulator you'll ever need, since the modular design can easily be modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. Are you ready to make your next dive your best dive? Then go to nextdive.com. That's nextdive.com. Next Underwater Products. nextdive.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Did you ever take an acid? No. All right. What happens when you take acid or go scuba diving is the same thing. If you take acid or go scuba diving, you come back. But you're a little different.
All right, so it's International Women's Day, and we've been diving a little deeper with the women of Scuba Radio. Brittany, the Aqua Gypsy, Serena, we're at Vintage Dive Days there at Jules Undersea Lodge today. I just got a picture from Lisa, by the way. We're having some connection problems talking to her, but she sent me some pictures of Serena and Brittany doing their thing with the vintage gear, and they're representing well. And I'll see what I can do tomorrow there at Jules Undersea Lodge. But in the meantime, we got Mermaid Rachel with us. Now, Rachel, I mean, she is involved with so much stuff. I mean, just listing it off is impressive, but she's just a really amazing lady. She sets a standard for women divers around the world that probably very few can live up to, let alone the guys. And especially, she makes all the other guys on this show look like a bunch of slubs. Which
No way.
Probably
I'm
doesn't
thankful to
take
hang out
much.
with you guys.
Doesn't take much. The bar's pretty low there, Rachel. So don't
Hey,
take.
we are a bunch of slubs, and I take resemblance to that
Yes,
remark.
exactly. But yeah, no, she's runner-up for Miss Scuba US or Miss Scuba International. You know, she got that title last year. She works at for Cirque du Soleil and the O Show, and I mean, she does all this other crazy
She's a
stuff.
free
traveling
diver.
around. Free dive instructor. Yeah, I mean, it's really the list is probably shorter of what you haven't done. You know what I mean? Yeah. What
Oh
do
my
you think?
gosh.
Is there anything on your list that you still want to accomplish, especially in the dive world or water world, that you haven't already done, Rachel? Or are you kind of like just looking at the next day and just plugging along, or what? What do you think?
You know, I think my next big project, I'm going to apply to be a Nat Geo explorer and do some research on like first descents into different alpine lakes or different bodies of water in the U.S.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually like done a lot of research on inland bodies of water living in a landlocked state in Las Vegas. You're very fortunate for lakes and other bodies of water to actually continue diving and free diving. And so I wanted to be able to spread awareness for different bodies of water that people can go explore. And so hopefully that's going to be a project within the next year or two.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
What does it for you personally, though? Is this more like a quest? It's just like in your soul, or do you do it a little bit for all the people you inspire? I mean, like the other ladies, that have, either come before you or now coming after you, because with all the stuff you've done, you've inspired a ton of people to want to kind of follow in your fin kicks. You with me there, or what do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's just helping enable people to really, challenge themselves. And I think throughout my life, Gaining skills has always been like self-improvement has always been a positive influence in my life, and it's given me a lot of amazing experiences, and I've been fortunate to have a lot of people that have helped me along the way.
Right.
And so being able to pay that forward, yeah, absolutely. If it inspires people to get out and go explore, go see national parks, maybe think differently about different bodies of water that they only see the surface of, but they're seeing a whole new world underwater if they just took the time. If it inspires people, great.
Yeah, well, it does. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, for that matter. I mean, guys listening to your story, or pretty much all the ladies that we've had on Scuba Radio over the years. I mean, we kid around, we joke a lot on this show. I know it's hard to believe, but it is inspiring, and I love all the crew that we have, especially on the female side of things on this show. Years ago we had mermaids, and we still have them today. But one of the things that people come up to me about is like, look, yeah, some of that is marketing gimmicks and stuff like that. But all the ladies that are associated with our show are accomplished scuba divers, and they have a story that is inspirational for other people and inspirational to me. I mean, I love seeing how the people that use our platform on Scuba Radio to catapult them into something that they're focused on, whether it's in the dive industry or it opens the door for something else, and they look to do other things. Whether like Brittany the Aqua Gypsy, she has her own dive company. And she certifies people. She's an independent dive instructor, kind of like what Jerry the Diver Guy does. Some of that stuff too. But Brittany's kind of taking it to another level, and I love seeing that, and focusing that on the show a little bit, and joking around and having fun on Scuba Radio every week is one thing, but actually taking the platform and using it to your advantage to further your ambitions is inspiring in its own right. Do you pick that up from being on our show at all, Rachel? Or, I mean, you're kind of on another level, though. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Well, honestly, I'm really thankful for the platform that you give us, gals, and guys and gals, everybody, just to be able to connect people in the scuba community. So very, very thankful for that. And yeah, absolutely. I think through you and going to different dive and trade shows, I've had the opportunity to meet the gals from Scuba Queen USA. So thanks to that connection, I've gotten involved with their organization.
Right.
And so, yeah, huge thanks to you.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to thank me for it. I'm just saying what we've done with this show. I love using the show to kind of put a spotlight on some of the accomplishments these people have done. Because if I didn't, we'd have just people like Barry, Jerry, and Casey, and Benny, and they would, be like, you hit a wall and that's all there is, really? There's nothing better?
Thanks, Greg.
More to life than eating bananas.
Casey, I have found if you just ignore him and let him talk, he'll dig himself deeper.
You think? You think that's how it works, Barry?
I've watched you falter.
Quit watching me. That is pretty
Barry,
funny.
I've been with him 27 years. He never hits a wall. He gets pretty deep, but he never hits the wall.
Okay, I don't even know what that means. And Vinny, wake up. Benny fell asleep. Oh, no, he's awake. Okay.
No, go back to sleep, Benny. You're better off.
I was Googling Scuba Queens to find out what it was about.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Now, we've talked about it many times before, Benny.
I'm just trying to learn.
Yeah, well, okay. Thanks
to give you guys, if you guys want, I can give you a short little sentence on it.
Sure. One sentence.
To share a little bit.
What is it? Real quick.
All right. So Scuba Queen USA is actually, they just received nonprofit status to be able to provide diving opportunities for women. And so definitely check them out. There are a lot of opportunities, and my title will be coming up for other people to compete for later this year. So stay tuned.
There you go, Vinny. You have a shot.
I would like to apply for judge.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. We got that too. All right. More coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo with a buddy or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Welcome back. The votes are in. The second singer of Group A to get unmasked is... Who is it?
This is really tough. No, it doesn't get easier.
The Diver.
Oh, poor Diver. Diver's so sad. I didn't see that coming.
Neither did I.
And keep it going for The Diver.
Yes, keep it going. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. How dare they? How dare they do that to the diver? And by the way, he looked like that Mark V Scooby-Doo scary commercial diver guy.
Yeah, like seaweed on his helmet and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But he evidently couldn't sing that well. He got booted from the Masked Singer. All right,
It's
look.
hard to sing with a regulator in your mouth.
Well, it wasn't a regulator. It was a Mark V helmet. He had plenty of airspace, Casey. Don't make excuses.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, typical guy. Typical guy. You know.
Speaking of typical guy.
Yeah, what?
I have a new woman to put on our list of Scuba Radio Women of the Year kind of people.
Yeah, like international women that we should celebrate today since it's their day.
Yes, an international woman, as a matter of fact.
Like who? Who do you owe money to, or who are you trying to brown
Her
nose?
name is Kat, and
Yeah.
she runs the Marine Conservation in Costa Rica.
Oh, and you
On
were
the
just
dive
there,
with me rescuing coral.
right?
Now
okay.
you tell us.
And you were there in Costa Rica diving with her, and she kind of showed you the ropes of what she was doing.
Yeah, we collected some of the broken off coral from the last storm, and
Yeah.
she showed me how she trims it up and energizes it to grow in the aquarium, and then they'll go out and they have a special epoxy.
Yeah.
They'll attach it to the different places in the reef system that seem to be damaged.
Okay. Did you go join her on one of those dives, or she just told you about the process?
No, I was diving in Costa Rica last week while you were playing in Saba.
Right. Yeah. So I
And-
can't say to Casey, suck it, loser, because he was in Costa
No,
Rica. We were in
I was
Ceylon.
diving in Costa Rica,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful, 82-degree water.
82.
80.
You had one better than
Yep.
me, because I was 81. We were 81 in Ceylon and St. Kitts.
Yeah, I was diving with Oceans Unlimited, GoPro Costa Rica, and they
Yeah.
were a great group, great
All right.
boat.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And so when
we
you
get-
told them that you come on Scuba Radio sometimes, did they charge you double, or what happened?
No, actually, they took all my decals and put them up in their shop for people to take.
How about that? That's a good sign.
So
obvi-
one of these times
obviously
we can
they're not
call and talk to them.
Yeah, they're not aware of our show. Then,
Obviously, they're not regular listeners.
Nobody
Yeah.
knew about our show, but now they do.
All right. Well, so we still have a shot. We've
We've got like 20 new listeners.
Okay. Well, yeah, Costa Rica has been one of those spots I've wanted to go to for some time. What was the viz like, by the way? You said 80?
It was about 15 to 20.
Okay, so it was a little mucky. That's what I've
It
heard.
was a little
It can
mucky.
be.
We'd had some rain, and of
Yeah.
course, the rivers run off.
But you still see cool stuff, I would imagine, right?
Saw a couple big rays.
Yeah.
Saw one shark in the distance. A
Right.
lot of big lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it was some good diving.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good dive. Yeah, Costa Rica's on my list. I'd like to go check that out at some point. But when we were in
let's just go
Saba,
diving, Greg.
well, no, we could, but
we can always run over to Stewart Coves and knock out a couple shark dives.
Yeah, we could do that anytime. Absolutely.
No, thanks.
What do you mean, no thanks? Well, what's your problem, Barry?
Barry's a big baby when it comes to sharks.
He's afraid.
They have very sharp teeth.
Well, you know what, Jerry? You're going to have to take your buddy by the hand and show him how to dive with sharks.
Take Greg by the hand and show him how to dive with sharks.
Bring Bear, Jerry back together.
I'll stay on dry land.
If he wants to go, I'll be sure to bring my knife that day, cut him a little bit, and show him what those teeth feel like.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you're going to bite him?
No, cut him.
The word
weird.
berry and bait both start with B.
Oh, okay. Well,
what are you playing with, Greg?
Chum.
Well, no, I was going to say we can do all those type of dives.
Oh,
but-
it's the regulator.
But I'm the
Okay.
only one that has the new reg from Next Dive that's red.
Did you know sharks are attracted to red?
Well, this kind of turns
I
like
thought it was yellow.
kind of like
It's yellow.
purplish.
Yum, yellow.
Yeah,
it's
yum,
Yellow.
But
Greg
the
is
red,
kinda
I mean,
yellowy.
Vinny saw this underwater. Actually, yeah, I'll tell you, these red regulators that I got from Next Dive that I used in Saba, they actually were a lot brighter underwater than I expected them to. Did you notice that underwater, Vinny?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
how
yeah,
good I
yeah.
looked. I look good
Yeah.
underwater, don't I?
Yeah.
From far away.
With
Very
colors.
far away.
He's color
Yeah,
coordinated.
in bad visibility, Greg looks awesome.
Thank you, CJ.
That wasn't that funny, Vinny. Come on.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Funny.
Kristen had a new. She had the new micro version of the Next Dive.
They make a smaller
regulator.
one than that?
Yeah, they make a slightly smaller one. She wanted something that would be a little less fatiguing on her mouth.
But
or
you needed
something.
a
Oh,
big
that
one
makes
for your
sense.
big mouth.
Yeah, well, it's the standard. I have a standard.
You have a standard.
That's not jumbo size for you?
No,
You big
No,
ass mouth.
what are you talking about? It doesn't matter how big it is.
It's a
That's what
big
she
regulator
said.
with a small mouthpiece.
Yeah, but no, you could get the micro reg. I mean, and that's what Kristen had, and she had some new little swivel thing that she'd seen at the DEMA show. So
It was
How did
a
that work?
90-degree swivel.
90-degree swivel, yeah, and that worked for you pretty well, didn't it,
That sounds
Kristen?
cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
It
Hey,
made a big
Greg.
difference.
yeah,
You don't feel the hose pulling on
I've
you
got
then with it?
yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that worked for Kristen. Made her more comfortable underwater. She got a lot of dives under her belt last week. That was good. What, Jerry? What?
Jared got my stuff sent to me with my swivels and my turret. Not to be confused with turd again.
Why you're putting one of those in your regulator?
Yes, I'm putting one of those in my
Gross.
regulator.
Jerry's
Just
got
for
the
you, Greg.
custom brown regulator.
Yeah. Is that what you got the brown one?
I got the brown trouser trout.
Oh, geez.
This
That is just so
No,
wrong.
but Jared and them hooked me up and got all my stuff going, so we're good to roll, man.
Okay. All right. Wait, did you get a 90-degree swivel like Kristen did?
I've got my swivels. I've got everything.
Yeah.
I've got my turret that swivels on my first stage, so I can get rid of a few cumbersome items.
Right. Okay. Oh, there. Kristen, yeah, she got bright orange.
She's modeling it.
She has an orange hose. She has an orange
look at
mouth.
that.
She was very
I like
stylish.
that.
Oh, that's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that goes straight behind you then.
Swivel.
No,
Oh,
90
look at
degree.
that.
It just, it just gives
Yeah,
her that
but it's
extra
not going.
jaw.
It's not going way out. It's going right by her ear, so
Yeah.
it's not sticking
It
out,
sits
getting
like
caught in
this.
something.
Yeah.
It sits down.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the same as what I've got.
That's smart.
Yours not as good as that. I mean, there's no way.
Oh,
Look at
it's
that.
small too.
Yeah,
Yes, look at that.
She gets it's like the micro version. It's just
That's the
they got two
James Bond
sizes.
version.
I'll
I
show
got
you- Hold on. I have the bigger one too to show
Yeah.
the side.
yeah, so we can do a A/B comparison. But yeah,
comparison.
I have the standard. She has the micro version. He said Jared told me before that the specs are are slightly different, but not enough that you would even notice any kind of performance
This is the
difference.
original size.
Okay,
Right.
there's the
And
regular.
then,
So she has that as her octo.
I asked Jared at DEMA if I could have the smaller version.
Yeah.
Oh, I
is
like
that
the
Big
smaller
difference.
version.
That's about 33%.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
33% easy. Yeah. And
Yeah,
she
I
got
like the
solid
smaller version.
black. It's very stylish.
Oh, I like.
As
Yeah,
well.
that's like James Bond type.
No jaw
stuff now.
fatigue, right, Kristen? It really helped from what you
Yeah,
remember.
I made it so like I wouldn't chew through my mouthpiece, which I did on this one
Yeah.
the first time I used it.
I wonder if they had those.
What?
The one that the mouthpiece I have is one of those that you put in hot water and mold it to your teeth.
Yeah, Secure. You can get one of those. It gives you more teeth action. She kind of has one. It goes back a little deeper like that, but I don't think it's a Secure. It's something similar, though. All right, more coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio,
Scuba Radio.
the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Never underestimate the power of the sea, because the sea will take you down. Jacques Cousteau.
The sea, the sea, the sea is such a salty magic place.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. Look, I'm sure you've noticed on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch that I'm glowing. I am glowing, aren't I?
You're pregnant?
What?
You're pregnant.
Congratulations.
No, I just got back from a liveaboard.
Oh, okay. Well, you said
that was like a week ago.
Yeah, I'm glowing for a whole week. That's how it works. And then I come back and I get to say, "Suck it, losers." You were
Well, you're so
not there.
pale, I can see you glowing.
No, I got a slight tinge. There's some I don't know, slightly off.
You need
eggshell.
to
Eggshell.
excuse
That's what
me.
it. What?
You need to excuse me from your suck it losers grouping.
Well, I don't want to make you feel left out, so feel free to just jump in and take it.
Kristen's out on the boat every day, so you can't include her either.
Well, yeah. I mean, she was in Saba, so
And she's living in paradise, so you can't include her with that.
and she can say "suck it, loser" to you too.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. I'll take that from her.
But well, I don't know.
From you, that's a whole different
She
story
may be
there.
too classy to do that. Are you
And
too
also,
classy?
later, nerd.
You're not too classy, Kristen? You'd be happy to share. Go ahead. Give them a suck it, losers. Well, you got to turn the mic on, though.
You got to turn the mic back on.
Hey, Kristen's
That would
bubbly
make them
today.
happy.
Wait, it would make you happy to say suck it,
I said
losers?
it would make them too happy.
Oh, you don't want to give them the satisfaction of a suck it, losers.
But what she can say is later, nerd.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nope, not even that. You're not even
Oh,
going to get
come
that, Barry.
on.
You've offended
Oh.
her, see?
No, I
How
don't.
dare
I
you.
want to make another commercial with her. I like the first one.
She doesn't want to make another commercial with you.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, she doesn't?
Yeah, she has
Aw.
standards now.
I'm not sure
She's
she
almost a
wants
boat
to even
captain.
be on the show today.
I
She
don't
doesn't look
think-
happy.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I-
you've got to look at what you've done. It's
What?
International Women's Day,
Yeah.
and you guys haven't paid your proper respects like you should. I mean, she's the only woman other than Barry, Casey, and Benny.
I
And Greg.
paid my respect, Greg. I have you know.
And how did you do this?
I just paid it again. You want me to pay it again? Here.
Oh, he's drinking.
There.
Oh, you're saluting her with a shot of
Beverage.
booze.
No, I'm drinking the ladies' beverage, I guess. I don't know. I'm just drinking, Greg.
What is the lady's beverage, Jerry?
Beverage.
That would be a
Gary's
White Claw. Benny.
babbling.
A White Claw. Oh,
Yeah.
boy. All right. Well, while Jerry transitions, not that there's anything
I'm not
wrong with that.
transitioning. I'm
We,
drinking my Crown Royal, Greg.
We are celebrating International Day of Women. So we've probably bastardized it. It's about as good as we would potentially do on the
I don't
show.
know. Don't include
What?
me in that we business.
Yeah. Why?
Because I haven't said anything bad about that.
Oh, well, you want to say something good? I haven't heard anything good.
Fascinating.
And so if it wasn't for women, we wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
that's I think.
No, the rest of that quote is, we wouldn't be in this mess.
No, that's not.
Oh, I'm mistaken. That was something else.
That's not right. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I misunderstood.
You know, comments like that, you're going to get. You're not going to be able to join us on the next Scuba Radio Scuba Cruise with Explore Ventures.
2 for 5.
I know you're trying to make a joke, okay? But that's inappropriate, my friend. Don't look at me like that.
Funny.
Yeah, well, I rest my case. No, so the next one is going to be August 3rd through the 10th, a 10-night liveaboard cruise in the Maldives with Explore Ventures.
3rd through 10th is only 8 days. How'd you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry, 3rd through the 13th, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
August 3rd through the 13th. Call up Explore Ventures, 1-800-322-3577. Tell them you want to join us. What's going to be great about this is not only do we get 3 extra days of diving, which will be the longest liveaboard I've ever done with Explore Ventures, you get some pretty cool options to break up your travel to that part of the world. So
you and Vinny could be roommates again.
Yeah, we could.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, thank you.
He's had enough of you.
Dodge that bullet.
Shoots him down.
Whoa, wait.
That's fantastic.
Let's elaborate on that, Vinny.
Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
No, Vinny
Nothing
said we were great
unusual.
roommates. He said, hey, you know.
I was very quiet and very respectful. Yeah.
And
But was
I wasn't,
Gregory-
and I totally abused him.
There you go.
It was
Was Gregory snoring and off
Nope.
gassing or what?
No, everything was fine.
Off-gassing.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
what were you guys there?
What the hell, Greg?
No, it was
It was an
interesting.
experience that he'll never forget.
No, that's true. There are things I saw that I cannot unsee, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Well,
But,
maybe Vinny thought the same as you.
Nope.
See? He's seen it all.
Everything is normal to me.
Yeah. See, there's nothing I could do to offend Vinny. No way. Not even possible.
Did
So,
you try on these shorts?
excuse me?
What?
Fair question.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
So,
So we're wanting to move away from that one awful bad.
Mm-hmm.
So must have been a little short trying on.
what is, what, you know, Jerry, you and your wishful thinking.
Yeah,
I
sure,
mean,
Greg.
You just need to stop it right now.
Did you try Biddy shorts on Greg?
No.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Jerry's
You brought
just,
your own Spanx?
Jerry's just mad you didn't text him the pictures.
Yeah. Oh, I did.
Oh no, I've seen pictures before. No, no.
You got them. They're in your inbox. He just hasn't opened them yet. But they're there.
I don't want to open nothing.
Oh, yes, you will. Oh, they're coming. They're coming for you, my friend.
Oh no, no.
Wow, he sounds like he's slightly
No.
aroused or
Kinda
something. I don't know
giggling.
what's going on
God no.
I've never heard him giggle
Right.
like that.
Let
He's
me
a
drink
giggler.
some more.
there. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
All right.
No,
well,
no.
anywho,
Oh, no,
despite who you might be rooming with, doing a 10-night liveaboard in the Maldives would be well worth the adventure. This will be this is going to be my 4th trip to the Maldives. I've spent 2 birthdays in the Maldives on their liveaboard trip with Explore Ventures in the past, and
Does
it's one
your
of my
family
favorite.
even know who
favorite
you
place.
are?
Of course they do. They, I have to leave them.
He has to wear a name tag, but
Ah.
they know.
Yes.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm Greg.
just
Hello,
says
my
Jag.
name is Greg.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we remember you.
I live here.
You're
Right.
that
Yeah.
guy from the pictures.
Right.
You know. Instead of we're celebrating Women's Day, we need
Uh-huh.
to celebrate Greg's wife's day
Yeah.
because she
party.
has to put up with him.
No, who do you think tells me to
That
go
is
on these
true.
trips for extended periods of time? Hello.
Oh Well, we can understand that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but she puts up with me being at his house every week.
Oh God.
Well, that's true too.
That is a bit much, I must say.
She might look forward to that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's always happy and giddy when I get to come down.
I don't.
It's a change of scenery.
I think you're reading the body language incorrectly.
Do you have an exhaust leak in your car, Jerry?
Yes, I do.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
You might have brain damage.
What are you going to go to the Maldives,
I was
Jerry?
born that way.
What? Casey could go.
I thought we was going to Fiji.
Well, we might go to Fiji too, but in August we're going to the Maldives.
I don't know.
You've never been.
Well, get me on the boat and I'll go.
Well, Vinny, he wants to go, and he may need a roommate. And obviously, you're quite
with
jelly
Vinny.
of me.
I love Vinny. I think the world
I
of
bet
him.
you
I'll
do.
be more than happy to
You guys-
roommate with him.
You guys would be an amazing couple.
He loves Vinny.
Yes.
I think
Several
the world
times
of
a
Vinny.
week.
Not to make Barry jealous. I'm just saying.
I won't be jealous at all.
Okay. Barry's willing to share you, Jerry. So
That's right.
Vinny, you got a shot. Okay.
Oh,
on that
hey, look at the
disturbing
time.
note, we're out of here. I'm going to go dive in
Damn it,
Jules
Greg.
Undersea Lodge. Next week, you'll hear all about it. Till then, remember, it's always better. Wear, gang. Come on.
Downward
sweater. Safe diving, everyone.
Here on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.